The family was about to enjoy their dinner when suddenly the earth began to tremble. The father looked outside and saw countless vampires charging toward them. The mother swiftly pushed aside the dining table, lifted the carpet, and opened the wooden door to the basement, hiding her daughter Luo. The father grabbed his weapons to prepare for battle, while the mother warned Luo never to come out. After the wooden door closed, the sound of a fierce struggle erupted outside, followed by the parents' agonized screams. Soon, silence fell outside, and then the wooden door swung open, clearly not by the parents. For millennia, the war between humans and vampires raged unceasingly. Faced with the vampires' formidable regenerative abilities, humanity retreated to the holy cities ruled by the church, seeking refuge in religious protection. To combat the vampires, the church cultivated a powerful force of demon hunters. Marked with crosses on their foreheads and possessing extraordinary agility, they swiftly turned the tide of battle with their exceptional combat skills. Humanity ultimately prevailed, and the surviving vampires were imprisoned within quarantine zones. After the war ended, the church, wary of the demon hunters' formidable power, disbanded them and ruthlessly suppressed them, relegating them to a life of inferiority. In this era of peace, the demon hunters' formidable strength became obsolete, forcing them into menial labor. People gradually forgot the existence of vampires. Time flew by. 20 years later, John, a former demon hunter, was preparing to return home, when unexpectedly, a sheriff arrived bearing shocking news. His brother's family had been attacked by vampires, and his niece Lucy had been abducted. Upon hearing this, John immediately sought out the church, pleading with the bishop to reinstate his status as a demon hunter. Yet the bishop's response left him utterly disheartened. The church claimed to have received no reports of vampires escaping the reserve. More critically, the bishop sternly warned John that he must not leave the holy city without church permission or face severe punishment. Yet John refused to yield. Breaking his vows, he renounced his allegiance to the church and launched a surprise attack, dispatching several guards. Returning home, he retrieved his long-sealed demon-hunting dagger, donned his specially crafted cloak, and drove his super-powered chariot resolutely out of the holy city. He raced toward the small town at top speed. On the third day, he finally reached his brother's residence. After conducting a solemn funeral for his brother and sister-in-law, John embarked on the arduous journey to rescue Lucy. Accompanying him was the sheriff who had delivered the message, also Lucy's boyfriend. Meanwhile, the church discovered John's escape and dispatched 4 demon hunters to recapture him. When John and the sheriff reached the quarantine zone, they found the guards vanished. Venturing deeper, they discovered the inhabitants had turned white eyes. Years of experience told John these were mutated humans infected by vampires, willingly serving as their slaves. The pair entered the prison holding the vampires, but before they could inspect it thoroughly, the mutated humans launched an attack. The sheriff had just emerged from underground when more mutants closed in. As he raised his gun, John stopped him. "No need to waste bullets on a few mutants," he said. John dispatched the attackers with effortless precision, slicing through them like cutting through butter. By then, the sun had begun its slow descent. Nightfall was the domain of the vampires.